Welcome to Midnight Signal AI, your trusted source for the day's most important AI news and insights. It's April 5th, 2026. I'm Alex.
And I'm Jamie. Tonight we're diving into why Elon Musk is turning SpaceX's IPO into a sales funnel for his Grok AI, the intensifying debate around superintelligence led by DeepMind's Demis Hassabis, Meta's big AI coding push, and a wild case of 12,000 AI-generated blog posts landing on GitHub in a single commit. Let's get to it.
Starting with our lead story, and it's a wild one. Several outlets including News.az, Inc.com, Analytics Insight, and Trending Now Infrastructure are reporting that Elon Musk is tying SpaceX's long-anticipated IPO to mandatory Grok AI subscriptions. Essentially, if you want access to the hotly anticipated SpaceX public stock, you or your firm need to pony up for Grok AI, Musk's chatbot platform.
This is not your average IPO roadshow. According to Inc.com and Analytics Insight, Musk has gone so far as to ask investment banks, law firms, and even SpaceX's auditors to purchase pricey Grok subscriptions as a precondition for participating in the deal. It's a shrewd and controversial move, blurring the lines between capital markets and AI product sales. The goal seems to be boosting Grok's enterprise footprint by leveraging SpaceX's massive draw.
That's the thing. SpaceX is one of the most coveted IPOs in years. By linking it to Grok, Musk is essentially forcing Wall Street to validate his AI play while generating a ton of recurring revenue. But it's raising eyebrows. Some analysts are calling it an unprecedented bundling tactic, and there's chatter about whether this sets a precedent for future tech IPOs.
And don't forget the timing. This comes right as OpenAI has deprecated its Sora API, prompting Musk to urge users to try Grok instead, as reported by International Business Times Australia. With Grok Imagine seeing a usage spike, Musk is clearly positioning his AI as a serious alternative in both the enterprise and creative AI spaces. The SpaceX IPO, assuming it happens, could become a major inflection point for both sectors.
Switching gears to the bigger picture, the Sri Lanka Guardian and New York Post have both published deep dives on Demis Hassabis, CEO of Google DeepMind, and what some are calling the cult of superintelligence. The Sri Lanka Guardian piece is especially critical, arguing that hype and cult-like thinking around AI superintelligence could distort public discourse and policy.
Right, and the New York Post focuses on how Hassabis's leadership has accelerated the race toward advanced AI, sometimes at breakneck speed. The superintelligence debate isn't just academic anymore. It's shaping real-world policy, investment, and even public fears. Hassabis is seen as both a visionary and, to critics, a high priest of a new AI orthodoxy. It's a reminder that the personalities leading these labs matter as much as the technology itself.
And the stakes are huge. If the conversation around superintelligence becomes too insular or extreme, it could lead to regulatory overreach, or conversely, to dangerous underregulation. The takeaway? The AI field badly needs more diverse voices and critical thinking, not just hero worship or doomerism.
Speaking of scaling up, let's talk about Meta. According to Digital Today, Meta has issued new guidance urging its engineers to generate 50 to 80% of their code with AI. That's a massive shift in how one of the world's largest tech companies builds software.
Exactly. Meta's move reflects the company's deepening commitment to AI-assisted development, but also signals to the entire industry that AI code generation is moving from experimental to essential. If Meta can pull this off at scale, it could seriously accelerate their product cycles and potentially change what being a software engineer looks like.
But there are obvious risks too: quality control, security, and the risk of AI snowballing the stakes into production. It's a bold move, but one that other big players will be watching closely. Meta's not just betting on AI, they're betting that their engineers will adapt fast.
On a related note about AI at scale, Hacker News is abuzz over a Hacker News commit that added over 12,000 AI-generated blog posts to the One Uptime blog repository, all in a single commit. That's not a typo, 12,000.
The Hacker News thread is exploding, with over 130 comments debating the implications. On one hand, it's a technical flex, showing just how much content generative AI can churn out. On the other, it raises questions about content spam, quality, and the future of web publishing. If this becomes the norm, how do we even begin to separate valuable content from algorithmic noise?
It also highlights the pressure on platforms and search engines to rethink ranking and authenticity. The line between human and machine content is blurring fast, and that's going to force a reckoning across the media and tech ecosystems.
Let's circle back to Musk for a second, because he's everywhere in today's news cycle. Geo News reports that Musk has lost every co-founder at his XAI startup. Each departure reportedly stemmed from tension over Musk's management style and strategic direction.
This is a big deal for XAI, which was supposed to be Musk's answer to OpenAI. Losing all the co-founders suggests deeper issues inside the company, maybe around control, company culture, or alignment on the mission. It's a reminder that even in AI, talent retention and leadership style matter.
Especially with the stakes this high. If XAI can't hold on to top builders, it's going to be tough to compete with more stable, well-funded rivals. And that could have ripple effects as Musk tries to build his AI ecosystem around Grok.
Switching to the chip sector, the Next Web reports that NVIDIA's recent $2 billion deal with Marvell isn't a standard investment, it's more like a toll booth. NVIDIA is reportedly structuring the deal so that Marvell becomes a key supplier for NVIDIA's AI workloads, effectively locking in supply chain advantages and recurring fees.
That's classic NVIDIA, using its market power to secure not just hardware, but also the flow of value through the AI ecosystem. By controlling infrastructure and supply, they can keep their margins high and competitors guessing. It's a reminder that AI isn't just about algorithms, it's about who owns the pipes.
Elsewhere in the AI business world, Axios reports on Sam Altman's latest advice for CEOs looking to adopt AI. Altman's message is straightforward: move fast, experiment, and get comfortable with uncertainty. He's warning leaders not to wait for perfect AI use cases. Those who hesitate risk falling behind.
That's very consistent with OpenAI's ethos. The winners in this wave will be the ones who can operationalize AI quickly, iterate, and learn. But Altman also hints at the need for responsible guardrails, especially as generative AI seeps into every workflow. It's about moving quickly, but not blindly.
And to close out the Musk news for today, Forbes reports that Musk has issued an urgent warning about Bitcoin, giving people until 2029 to prepare for what he claims could be a massive shakeup. That's led to some high-profile reversals from other crypto leaders, including Coinbase's CEO. While this crosses over into broader tech, it's yet another illustration of how AI, finance, and public influence are increasingly intertwined.
Musk's pronouncements have real impact, especially when he links AI, crypto, and his own companies in the same breath. Whether you buy his timeline or not, it's a signal that AI's influence on financial markets and digital assets is only going to grow, from algorithmic trading to the way news and hype spread.
That's it for today's Midnight Signal AI News Roundup. From IPOs with a Grok twist to the cult and controversy of superintelligence and the relentless march of AI into every corner of tech, it's clear we're deep into a new era.
Thanks for listening. As always, we'll keep tracking the headlines, trends, and debates shaping AI's future, so you don't have to.
Until next time, keep building, keep questioning.